Joining us today on Morning Blend is Bryce Carter, CIO and Financial Advisor, Financial Strategies Group in Okemos. Bryce, welcome back to Morning Blend. Let's talk about current inflation, how that's affecting spending.
Yeah, thanks for having me. Inflation's the number one concern of Americans right now.
Yeah.
Certainly the number one economic concern. So we're all seeing it. We see it mostly at the pump when we're filling up the gas, and we see it at the grocery store.
Yeah.
I think what people don't realize is how much energy inflation impacts everything else. So every product on the shelf, everything that you buy, everything that's delivered to your home takes energy to get there, and mostly gasoline and diesel, right? And so as we see energy start to rise and those costs significantly, everything else that you buy is rising. And so I think people are already starting to make different choices on what they're going to be doing. Maybe you think twice about a road trip vacation, right?
Yeah.
And that will likely contribute to certain economic slowdown.
Yeah. I see it. I'm doing it.
Yeah.
I'm like, I can wait on that. I don't have to do this right now.
Exactly. You start to second guess things.
Sure, for sure. Well, what do you foresee happening in the near future? Worse or better?
Yeah, I've said this before. I think that there's probably a pretty good chance we're in a recession right now.
Yeah.
Now, recession doesn't mean depression, right? So all that means is a recession is 2 consecutive quarters of negative economic growth, okay? So we've already had one. The first quarter was negative. We'll find out if the second quarter was negative sometime near the end of July.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're probably looking at a recession. And if not this year, maybe towards the end of this year, next year. And what we really need to see corrected is energy prices have to come down to combat inflation and give the everyday Americans easier time with their necessary expenditures.
Yeah. Really? Is that the bottom line? Would you say
That's the bottom line. That's the bottom line, right? And some of it is out of our control, right? There's a war going on that's going to impact energy prices. But I think there's things that we can do as a country that's going to help with energy, and I think over time we'll get this problem solved.
Well, how can people prepare or manage inflation as individuals?
Yeah. What I always say is that cash is a horrible, horrible investment, but it is the best financial planning tool that you can have, right? So there's no substitute for investing and saving in your 401k. Those things you need to be doing to have long-term financial success. But your best buffer against short-term financial trouble is cash and emergency fund. That's what you need to have set aside. 3 months of expenses for dual income houses, 6 months of expenses for single income houses. That gives you a buffer for rising costs or emergencies that come up.
And this is why we talk to the professionals.
That's why I'm here.
Bryce Carter, CIO, Financial Advisor, Financial Strategies Group in Okemos. Their information is right there on the screen. Check out their website or give them a call.